Good morning. It seems that magic oil, or what are the ladies from Woodworking Journal? Whatever potion they gave me last night, that have helped my voice recover a little bit. So, I had the potion after the bourbon, so it's like the. It's great seeing everybody. In fact, last night was a wonderful night. That's why I'm counting here out of the 125 folks who went with us to the Delta. Maybe we only lost like 20, but they should be walking in any minute. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for a wonderful, the reports I'm hearing that's the best ACT experience yet. And we have a full day of events today. We have a lineup. Yesterday all the talk was about making money and advertising. Today we are going to be talking about making money from circulation, distribution. We're going to talk a little bit about the solutions. We all know the problems. We've heard enough problems yesterday, like the retail is dying, newsstand is dying, this is dying, and so hopefully we have some magic solutions before the end of the day. And again, this whole ACT experience would not have been possible without the generous support from our sponsors, who, as I mentioned before, they are investing in the future magazine industry leaders. And it's worth repeating one more time, Ads and Idea, the Jim Elliott Company. Thank you, Jim, for your generous support. Delta Magazine, everything we did yesterday, the Delta, from the Indianola trip to Cleveland to Clarksdale to all the museums, were made possible through the generous donation of Scott Copewood and the Delta Magazine. And he sent his apologies that he could not be with us yesterday. Where are my buddies from Democrat Printing? Jennifer, Casey, thank you very much for all your supports. They have been sponsors of the ACT experience since Act 1. And they promise to continue sponsoring till Act 27. So thank you. The Meredith Corporation, Doug and Steve and Michelle, thank you very much for your support. Morris Communications, Mr. Morris, again, thank you for your generous support and the double-dipped chocolate pecans. Daniel left, but Sappy Paper also has been a generous supporter, and the wholesalers, TNG, have supported this program and this event. So thank you very much. Today, both lunch and dinner are going to be outside. The sun will come up at 9:12, so we'll have like good weather. And we will have the folks from Taylor Catfish, which if you read the reviews at GQ or Southern Living or Food and Wine, the best catfish you will ever eat in your life. If you don't eat catfish, we ask them to fry some chicken. So you'll have and all the catfish and the chicken in Mississippi are vegetarians. They don't feed them anything but, so if you are vegetarian, you can even eat the fish and the chicken. We'll also have homemade ice cream, peach cobbler, and then those of you who are remaining here tonight, the new hotel in town, the Chancellor's House, part of their PR campaign is they are going to invite all of us for a free drink because we are getting sweet tea with our dinner here. But then we can walk to the square and have a free glass of wine and tour the hotel. I don't know if our Chancellor have let them use his name to be everybody when I say the Chancellor's House, they say, oh, we're going over there. I said, but again, we are going to go ahead and start, so we'll be on time. It's my great pleasure and honor to introduce to you our Chancellor of the University of Mississippi, Chancellor Jeff Vitter.
Well, good morning, everybody. And thanks, Samir, who we call Mr. Magazine around here. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the university. We're so glad to have you here in Oxford. For 7 years now, it's been an honor for the University of Mississippi to host this event. it's really an innovative and industry-leading event in this changing time in new media. And with attendees from the Netherlands, UK, Germany, all across the US, this is really a wonderful reflection of the significance that this conference has gained in just the past 7 years. The academic success and prominence of the Meek School of Journalism and New Media has really been a shining star for our campus. I got to meet with the accrediting committee, and they had great rave things to say about how talented and committed the faculty are here, the outstanding curriculum, being responsive to demands of industry, changing society and the economy, and tapping into the skills of a communication-focused generation in the world of social media. Really has built a growing national and international reputation of excellence. This conference and the Magazine Innovation Center are really playing an important role in the fact that we have one of the few, I'm trying to think of any other school of journalism in the country that's actually growing and prospering. And it's growing significantly here, and I want to thank Dr. Samir Husni and all of the organizers for including me here today, but also for the stellar vision that he has provided our university since 1984. So thank you, Samir. You're visiting right now at the university at a very, very exciting time. As president equivalent, I'm chancellor here, but it's always incumbent on a president or chancellor to brag a little bit about the university. And I have to say that this university is a very, very special place. I did have a pretty good first day on the job. We won the Sugar Bowl last year. That was good. I got things off to a good start. As a result, I get to wear this incredibly gaudy ring. It's like it's the most non-academic thing I've ever seen in my life. So I wear it all the time. But you all are going to be out on the square tonight, it sounds like, at a hotel that I don't use the name of because I don't like the name they gave to it. But in any case, we actually, get each other's mails. We got the entire set of room keys to the hotel delivered to my house, which is the real chancellor's house. But the fun thing out being around the square is whenever Sharon and I are, at a restaurant waiting for a table, whatnot, without fail, some guy will notice the ring and lean over and say, "What position did you play?" So I've been telling him tight end, and that seems to be working. So, and our All-American Evan Ingram, who wears number 17, and I have a number 17 jersey because I'm the 17th chancellor, so he's vouching for me. So far, so good. But the biggest news last year, bigger than the Sugar Bowl, was that Ole Miss was elevated for the first time ever in the history of our university to the Carnegie R1 status. That's the highest research activity designation of the Carnegie Foundation, puts us in the top 2.5% of colleges and universities in the country. And we're very proud of that. And for Mississippi, it's a magnet for attracting and keeping the best and brightest in Mississippi, which is especially important. In August, this past August, for 5 years in a row, we've hit record enrollments, so we're the biggest university in the state with the highest entering GPA, the highest entering ACT. Our ACT average went up an entire 0.5 point in 1 year. And it's really about the learning environment we create here, which even though it's a comprehensive university, we also make a big campus feel small through incredible programs like our Sally M. Barksdale Honors College, which we just inaugurated a new addition to and renovation for. I'm convinced it's the best honors college in the country, and the experiences our students get are unbelievable. That's the kind of programs we create through through efforts like that and our Haley Barbour Center for Manufacturing Excellence, another first of its kind, or our McLean Institute for Public Service and Community Engagement, or our Croft Institute for International Studies, and our Lot Leadership Institute. These are very, very special programs. And we owe a lot to these special programs from philanthropy, from support of our donors that make not just our four-year college work, but not just our graduate programs, but they give that extra edge to have these very special flagship programs. So for 5 years in a row, we've raised over $100 million. Last year it was $194 million. And that plays a big role in moving this university forward. We have, going back 2 years, and counting what we're about to start, we have $1 billion of construction at the university. It is growing, a lot of exciting things, and it's a beautiful campus. Rain is not supposed to be here, but we were just ranked again by USA Today, Reader's Choice, as the most beautiful campus in the country, and we've gotten that designation from the Princeton Review and Newsweek as well. But fundamentally, we're the flagship university, and as such, we take our role very seriously, which is a transformative role, to transform lives, communities, and the world. And we do that through every day our commitment to reaching out and impacting in many, many ways through important initiatives. And let me share a couple with you right now. One is an initiative that we're going to start in January that I announced at my investiture last November. You all, I'm sure, weren't there because you're visitors, but you can watch all 2 hours online, so you're in luck. In fact, please follow me on Twitter, and if you go to the top of my Twitter account, which is at Chancellor, there's a link to the investiture. Great Dixieland music, it's worth it in itself. I grew up in New Orleans, so that was fun. But one of the things we talked about starting this January is a new initiative to partner around the entire state to really make a difference in Mississippi, one community at a time. So we're going to choose a partner community for a year or 2 years and work with it on a number of collaborative projects across the board of the entire strength of the university, from health and medicine. Of course, we have a great medical center, Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson, with over 1 million patient visits a year. Engineering and science, business and entrepreneurship. We're going to bring in arts and culture, media, law, public policy, to work with that community to make it a vibrant and long sustainable community. And over time, that will make a real difference in Mississippi. Another initiative that we've been working on now for several months is called Flagship Constellations, where we are forming clusters of national experts, faculty, staff, students. So we're going to be recruiting new people to join the great people we already have here to address some of the key grand challenges facing our region, our nation, our world. We're going to be announcing those in the coming months. And they're going to be major priorities for us to gain visibility, to have impact, to be successful in making a difference in our world. Because these challenges are so complex that you cannot solve them from any one mind, any one field. You have to bring to bear across a multidisciplinary spectrum ideas from all across the fields, the academy, society, to make a real difference. And we're very excited about the impact that this is going to have. One of the ideas percolating from a tech summit we had last August with about 18 CEO leaders from the industry across the nation is in the area of data science, or big data, data analytics, which are driving everything these days, from elections and politics to business, of course, to science and medicine. The whole future of medicine is targeting therapies and treatments to the individual based on genetic characteristics. So we're, in fact, today, C-Spire, who was a big participant in our tech summit last August, is hosting a big event in the pavilion this afternoon, sort of a follow-up, and there's going to be great things coming out of that. And of course, these days, nowhere is data science affecting an industry more than in journalism. It's really an exciting time to be leading the way in what it means to take on new media and how to use it in communications. And that's a tremendous opportunity in transdisciplinary research, and our educational programs will focus more and more on data science to harness the power of data to improve lives and well-being. And in honor of that theme, I actually wore my binary tie today. So I'm a computer scientist by training, and the tie actually spells out a two-word phrase that I used to be embarrassed to say what it was, until I noticed on the web there's an identical version, not identical when you look in detail at what it actually says, but it looks the same, and it also has a two-word message, but it's like the really bad two-word message. So I want to make clear that this is not that tie. This tie only says ties suck over and over in ASCII. The other tie is really bad, but we won't go into that. So let me close by just saying that I hope this conference is very, very successful, and that it lets you forge stronger relationships among yourselves and gain valuable insights and ideas around this important topic. It's a great opportunity for you to network and bridge existing industry leaders all the way to leaders of the future. So I hope you have a productive experience here. Enjoy your time at Ole Miss, and howdy toddy. Thank you.